Okay, this is War of the Suns, the Chinese War of Resistance, 1937 and 1945, and we're looking at a rules video for supply. The supply is based on supply centres. Supply centres are easy to recognise because they've got these squares on the map, a square around the square, okay, or multiple ones. Now, they usually on the map, but there are off-board ones like the one to Manchuria for the Japanese. There's one to Alma Ata off the east map, and there's one to Calcutta off into India. Now, normally you can only trace supply to your own supply centres. You can't trace it to a allied supply centre. Now, supply centres can also be damaged. An enemy unit, air unit or fleet can successfully bombard or air attack it by bombing. A ground unit can spend 2 extra movement points in the hex to damage it. A scorched earth policy random event can occur that can damage supply centres as well. These supply centres can be, well, effectively they come back online during the admin phase of the following turn. Now, in order to trace a supply line to a supply centre, you can either do it directly, which is in the radius of the supply centre, which is 6 hexes, okay, or you can do it via tracing a supply line of 6 hexes to a transport route like a road or a railway, which is in turn connected by an unlimited line of road or rail hexes to a supply centre itself. Obviously, the normal rules are enemy units, enemy zones of control, stop that, and passable hex sides and impassable hexes don't allow you to do that either. There are some other limits. Just a second. Right, yeah, the supply radius, as I said, is 6. Now, a supply radius cannot enter, as I say, can't enter uncrossable hex sides or hexes. It cannot pass through a desert hex, forest hex, or swamp hex unless it's along a friendly allied road, railway, or river route. It can enter but not pass through a flooded hex. It cannot extend more than 1 hex across a major river, regardless of the length of the path traced, unless across an undamaged bridge or friendly allied river route. Okay. Other things about it. Japan and the Western Allies can trace to ports, which count as a supply centre for them, but not units like the CCP and Kuomintang. Which reminds me, certain units do not have to trace supply. Air units don't, naval units don't, guerrillas don't, HQs don't, CCP units don't, bandit units don't. Okay, and these units are never out of supply. Right, regardless of limitations, a unit is always in supply if it's within a supply radius distance of a supply source and adjacent to an in-supply unit of the same size. So that's so effectively, always in supply. Yeah, you're right. That's regardless of the rules about hexes or anything like that. One other thing, out of supply units, you mark them with an out of supply marker. They have their attack strength, defense strength, and movements halved. Standard zones of control for out of supply units are reduced to limited zones of control. Units with limited out of zones of control, which are out of supply, keep that limited zone of control. You can get rid of out of supply by sending in air supply, or converting a unit to a guerrilla unit during the movement phase. A unit that is out of supply while in a desert hex is effectively eliminated. Okay, I think that's pretty much it for supply. Yeah, that'll do for supply.